Hello friends, welcome back once again and thank you so much for joining. Now in this video I want us to look at a question on integration where we are given the gradient function, that is the derivative of a curve. Then we are asked to find the equation of that curve. It's like we are being asked to perform what we call a reverse differentiation, otherwise referred to as integration. So here is a question to help us see how this is done. And the question reads, the gradient function of a curve is given by dy dx is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. The curve passes through the point 1, negative 4, a point whose coordinates is 1, negative 4. Then the question is, find the equation of the curve. So here we have, what we've been given is what we are referring to as the gradient function. Dy dx is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. So we have to get the function or the equation from which this gradient function was found. So what we need to do, let's multiply both sides by dx. So we remain with dy is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Then in bracket dx, of course what we have in the other side must be dx. Now what we are to find is y, a function in the form y is equal to, now on the right hand side. Now here we have dy, but we want y. So what we need to do, we carry out what we refer to as integration. And we do integration on both sides. So when you integrate dy, you'll have your y. Okay, so y will be the integral of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 with respect to x. That's why we write dx. Now what we have here is what, for those who have gone through integration calculus class, this is an indefinite. It doesn't have a range, an indefinite integration. So when we have an indefinite integration, okay, we'll just carry out the integration, the reverse of differentiation. So like in this case, the first part here, 3x squared will become 3x power 3 divided by 3. The power rises by 1 and we divide everything by the new power, which is in this case 3. In the second term, we'll have 4x squared. The power of x increases by 1 and we divide everything, the term by the new power, which is in this case 2. Now here the power is 0, power of x is 0, so the power of x increases by 1, so we'll have x power 1, 5x power 1 over 1. But whenever the denominator is 1, we don't have to write it. Now plus a constant. We add a constant because this is an indefinite integration. So in other words, when it is indefinite, we must add a constant because that function can take any different values. The gradient function, you will realize, is not constant, is not specific to a particular curve. So it can be used for different curves, and that's why now we add a constant. Now in this case, so this simplifies to y is equal to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus c. Now if you we are not given any other condition, this would be our final answer. But in our case, in our question, we are told that the line or the curve passes through the point 1, -4. So these are conditions that would define or that defines this curve whose gradient function is given. So that point through which it passes will help us determine the value of C. So we are told that the curve passes through a point 1, -4, as we indicated earlier on there. So what this means is that this curve passes through a point where x is equal to 1, because 1, -4 is a coordinate, meaning that the x value is 1 and y value is -4, and the value of y is -4. So we use these two values in this function that we have integrated to find the value of C. So we have -4, when you substitute, will be equal to 1 cubed plus 2 1 squared minus 5 times 1 then plus C. So you can see therefore our -4 will be equal to 1 plus 2 minus 5 plus C. So from here you can see -4 is equal to, this is 3 minus 5, which is negative. This is -2. Okay, now plus C. So what does that tell us? Therefore our C is -4 plus 2, which is -2 when you take this to the other side. And therefore the equation, find the equation of the curve. So the equation of the curve is y is equal to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 2. So that's how you go about it. Thank you so much for your audience. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, hit that bell button if you haven't also, so that when I have a new video, you'll be notified. Make a comment and give me a thumbs up by liking what I have done. And you're free to share this with your friends. Thank you.